Hey, beautiful people. Today, we're going to talk about how to chat GPT times 3. What in the world do I mean by that? And I think this is going to be fun. I've been smiling while I'm getting ready to do this. Hope I can operate all my captions properly without getting messed up. But what is ChatGPT times 3? Well, and this is also where you just got to love being in masterminds and working with other creative people. So one of the reasons I'm a little later today is because I was attending one of the masterminds I'm in, which starts very early in the morning. And while we were having very involved conversation over several hours, a concept came up, which was create content for context. So I wrote that down because I thought, okay, this is really a good idea, right? Because the idea behind this is that you are going to showcase expertise that you have by creating videos where you actually are doing the thing that you have expertise in, and that you're creating content at the same time you're creating context about what you do. And I thought, I love this idea. So this morning I started thinking about it, and I did what I do often on a daily basis. There is someone I turn to every single day at some point. And I had a conversation with that individual, so to speak. I had a conversation with ChatGPT, and I'm sorry, it does not sorry, it does take on a little bit of a personality. I know it's not sentient, it's all that. I know. So you don't need to write to me and tell me that, okay? But I had a conversation with ChatGPT, and so I shared my idea, my original concept that came out of my wee little brain as I was reading these words this morning, and I explained this whole concept to ChatGPT. And so my concept was that I would do something in a short video. I explained I was going to go live on YouTube and LinkedIn, and I would do a short video. And I wanted to do the content to context aspect of specializing what you specialize in, sharing expertise, and influencing then people who might want to work with you or choose to have you give a presentation to their teams or doing consultative work, any of those things. But those are the 3 things that I wanted to cover. So I shared that with ChatGPT and said, any suggestions? I asked ChatGPT. Now these are called prompts when we have these conversations, right? And so I'm asking the question. And in the course of our conversation, which had gone on for several prompts, I came to, what are 5 things that I can cover in a short video about this very topic? So together, we created this outline. Now remember, it started in my own head. It started with my own concept. It started with my own idea, and I'm developing it out. I'm sharing and having a 2-way conversation back and forth with ChatGPT about developing out this concept. Instead of sitting for the whole day, writing things down on a tablet and trying and working out how I would do this, what I want to cover, we have this conversation that went very quickly, literally just a few minutes long. And so I'm going to go through the 5-part outline that I use the tool of ChatGPT to create to do this video for you. And so the first, number 1, if you want to create content for context, you will, in a short video, introduce an introduction to your expertise, right? And so the way to do this, according to my outline that I worked out with ChatGPT, is open with a quick personal story. So my quick personal story is, I'm Tina Lorenz. I'm a freelance copywriter online for 19 years. It'll be 19 years in September. I also do mindset work and coaching work. And now my area of expertise is generative AI and how you humanize it and optimize it to create maximum impact for your business, whether you're a solopreneur, an entrepreneur, or a corporation. And step B here is illustrate why you're passionate about your field. Well, I'm totally passionate about this because I've seen how copywriting changes lives. I understand the importance of copywriting as the core of all your messaging. And now with the advent of a tool like ChatGPT, your creativity can actually be maximized and multiplied by having these conversations when you know how to have the in-depth conversations. You're not just looking up, 2,000 prompts in a book that somebody sold you, but you're actually learning how to have that conversation and how to think differently about the conversations you're having with ChatGPT. You come up with some amazing results and very, very quickly. And that's why I'm passionate about what I do. It's really just reignited my passion for marketing and copywriting and all things about turning words into money. Okay. So why do we do this? C, under our number one here, is that it sets the stage and it helps the audience connect. So I hope that my audience is connecting with me right now as they go through this, or if you're watching this on a replay, that you feel some sort of connection and again, kind of a little, oh yeah, okay, this is kind of interesting. So next in our of how we're going to do this is we're going to highlight your methods. So if you're doing this, you're going to highlight your methods as you're doing a video. This is for you to learn to do for yourself, right? And so we're going to start with sharing some unique strategies or tools. And so a tool that I use is ChatGPT, and it's become just a mainstay, and along with other things that I use, but that's the main generative AI tool that I really enjoy using and look forward to using. I use it every day, and my strategy is to come up with some concepts that let my own thoughts percolate and keep my marketing antenna up. So like when I'm in my mastermind this morning, I just hear this 3-word phrase, and I think it was content into, okay, 3 words, into, and and it just kind of stuck. And so I'm thinking, okay, because right now I've also made a commitment to do a live video every single day for 30 days in a row. And so there's sometimes in the afternoon, I kind of go, what am I going to talk about tomorrow? And even though I have tons of content, I can just kind of get in the weeds with it. So I just kind of run with whatever inspiration is coming as well. And that taps into our divine wisdom and all those other aspects I talk about. So I use that strategy, and I use the tool of ChatGPT to then develop it out. And then I use the tools like I use StreamYard to be able to stream live and effectively into both YouTube and LinkedIn at the same time. So I can kind of cover 2 bases at once, and I can cover more than that if I wanted to with where I'm allowed to stream with this. And it makes it very easy to go live inside LinkedIn. And so then B is include something from a program or concept, right? That you have. So when I have that I'm sharing with you today is a concept that I call AI plus AI equals AI. And that means ancestral intelligence. That's the wisdom, that divine wisdom that goes back generations, that's built into us, that we can access. It's really kind of just infused right into our DNA, with artificial intelligence, which came from people who have tapped into their ancestral intelligence and their divine gifts and their divine calling. Their assignment is to create what we can all use now in our marketing, which is ChatGPT, for example, and other generative AI. So AI plus AI, when you combine these 2 things, it equals AI accelerated impact. And also compressing time, accelerating your momentum, having further reach, all of those things go into this formula that I call AI plus AI equals AI. And I teach this in my program, which is ChatGPT Accelerator, where I'm teaching people how to have these conversations, how to apply them, how to do research, how to do everything faster, more effectively, and really get their messaging dialed in and be able to serve more people at even a higher level, higher capacity, and maximum impact. So, okay, we're working on our outline now. Number 3 for how to do this content in the context was share success stories. Okay, so ChatGPT in the outline suggested a brief specific example of client success. And so one that I came to mind right away was Pam. Pam was one of my students who was a school teacher. She was learning copywriting along with teaching school and wanted to do something different. And so she started working with clients with opt-ins and sales letter and emails. But one of the things that I teach in my accelerated entrepreneur, not that one, but Authentic Copy Accelerator. There we go. My own program. Forgot the name. Authentic Copy Accelerator. She was in Authentic Copy with me, and she learned how to write the trifecta of marketing, digital marketing. But she was only charging a little amount of money. So I was having a coaching call with her, and she was charging something like $700 to write all of those pieces because she was not feeling really confident in herself. Her mindset needed an adjustment. And so we did a coaching call. I worked on ways that I guided her through a shift in her mindset and how she was thinking and how she could elevate what she believed was possible for herself, and specific instructions of how to do this and what to say the very next day when she spoke with a potential client that she was scheduled to have a conversation with. Well, Pam said the number $8,000 instead of $700. And the client said, sure, let's do it. And just like that, Pam went from $700 for a project to $8,000 for a project because she had the skills and it was a mindset adjustment that she needed to be able to step into the confidence of what she was truly able to do. And by the way, she went on with her marketing training to also start designing dresses for children and used her marketing skills to market those as well. So the reason I'm sharing that story with you is because in our outline, ChatGPT has also suggested being specific shows your credibility. Now we know that specificity in marketing definitely works. And now I've given you a specific example of with measurable output that what happened for Pam from going $700 to $8,000 from working with me. Step 4 in our outline of how to create content for context is provide a quick win. Now, any of you that have been on any of my videos know that a quick tip viewers can use right away. That's what I always want for you. I talk about it almost every day, that I want there to be something that you get today that you'll say, I'm going to do this now, today. I don't need to hire a team. I don't need to buy a bunch of other stuff. I don't need to travel anywhere. It's just me deciding I'm going to implement this one thing that I heard Tina say today. And maybe you'll do more, but if you do at least one, then I feel like I've really created a victory for the day, for being able to impact my audience and bring value to you. So that's what you want to do. You want to give your viewers a quick tip right away when you're doing a video like this. And here's one of mine. This is my specific tip for you today, because custom instructions is something ChatGPT just added within the last few weeks. A couple of weeks I talked about this, and with the caveat that it was only for those that had the paid level of ChatGPT for ChatGPT 4, which, by the way, if you're doing any kind of marketing, I highly recommend you spend the great big gigantic amount of $20 a month to have the paid level of ChatGPT 4. It's smarter and it's faster. However, what they did now in the last, I think, just few days is ChatGPT has now been rolled into the free version as well, 3.5. So you should be able to find it there too. You find it down in the lower left-hand corner on your ChatGPT account page, down by your name. There'll be 3 little dots. Click on them, and you should see custom instructions. Set up custom instructions. Just follow the directions, and I have another video about it if you want to get more specific. But just follow the custom instructions, because what you're going to do is refine really your connection with ChatGPT so that it knows how to address you. If you want to be called by name, do you want other suggestions? There's lots of parameters that you can do within 1,500 characters. It's not a lot of words involved. So you're going to really, you don't have to write an essay. You're just going to write real tight instructions for ChatGPT, custom instructions. It will completely change your interaction with ChatGPT, what it already knows about you, so to speak, and will remember because it's been put into custom instructions. And so you will find it drops references to something you've told it into all your conversations as appropriate. And the other thing you can do with this is you can copy and save what you gave it for your own custom instructions. And if you're working with a client, feed it custom instructions for your client. And that is then going to flavor everything that it helps you create, is going to have that flavor of the custom instructions about your specific client. And so it's just a simple copy paste. Really, all these things should be saved in documents so that you can refer back to them at any time. Okay, so that's my tip that you could do today. Set up your custom instructions. All right. The reason to do this when you're doing a video like this is it showcases expertise and gives immediate value. And so that's what my intention for you is that you receive that. And it's also what you can do when you do a video like this to create content for context. Number 5, remember it was 5 steps, call to action. And what the instructions are is clear and compelling invite for whatever you have for someone. Whether it's, you can call me, we can connect, let's reach out to me here, reach out to me on LinkedIn, message me on Facebook, whatever it might be. And so you want to make this very specific. So I'm going to let you know that I'm available for consulting, for coaching. You can reach out to me right here on this platform, and I'm happy to have a conversation with you if there would be appropriate. Can I help you with whatever it is that you're looking to resolve in your life with your marketing or whatever might be happening for you? And especially as working around how ChatGPT can be very, very beneficial to you. And I have programs to do that, and I have one-on-one coaching. So that's a clear invite, right? And this whole thing right now is ChatGPT times 3. This is, and I'm going to explain what that means. I even checked with this in with ChatGPT about this very terminology because I was thinking this is ChatGPT times 3. So I asked ChatGPT, does this make sense to you? Do you see it in context of what I've been explaining of what my intention is with this video? And it was like, yes, absolutely. And this is very original and it's clear and it's concise and use it, And so, yeah. Now, ChatGPT is never going to say absolutely do this or don't do that. But if you ask its opinion, especially if you set up your custom instructions that you will enjoy having that conversation, maybe even a little bit of a debate, it will provide that for you. It will say you could consider this or you might consider that, and you can weigh out which way you want to go or which word you want to go or which phrase you're going to use. All of these things, I do this on a regular basis now with ChatGPT. It's just like having a little tiny mastermind partner built right into my computer, right? That I can have that conversation. And you know what this is like? And actually, I got this idea from ChatGPT because it literally said, this is like Russian nesting dolls. Russian, let's try and say that accurately. Russian nesting dolls, right? 3 Russian nesting dolls, like right there. And so, of course, I had to go find an image of 3 little dolls. But that's kind of what it's like. It's a message within a message within a message. And when I thought about that, you know what that was like, okay, now we're getting really meta. And I asked ChatGPT, what do you think about triple meta, right? And it was like, wow, now you're really going the distance, okay? So here's how this works, the triple. First, we're demoing the tool. I'm not showing you ChatGPT, but I'm telling you aspects of how to use it, how to have that conversation. I'm showing you the results that I got from ChatGPT. I'm showing you literally the outline it gave me for this video that I received from ChatGPT, but we worked out together, and that I'm now showing you exactly what that outline was, total transparency, and delivering at the same time. What I'm doing is I'm teaching how to do it based on using the tool and how you create your expertise in a way that creates content into context, and you can do it with a video. And I'm teaching you how to do that right now by going through the steps with you. And I'm using the method that I'm teaching you that I received from ChatGPT as far as the outline. I'm using the method I'm teaching you by doing it. And so what that means is demo the tool, ChatGPT, teach how to showcase your experience, which is what I'm doing, and use the method I'm teaching to create the content for the context. Woohoo! I hope this is coming through for you of what this means, because this is what this is. This is triple meta for the win. When I went back to ChatGPT, I was thinking about it and I said, is there such a thing as triple meta in a third level? And the irony of that is that I often use the number 3 in my marketing. I use a thing called words to the third power. And of the 3 levels of impact of your words, 3 is a number that figures prominently in all of my marketing and has significance, and the connection to divine source, all of these things. And so, and I got the confirmation from ChatGPT that is really next level, Tina. And I just had to laugh. And it really just made me look forward to doing this video with you. So I hope that you receive value from it. I hope it's made you smile. I hope it's made you think. And I hope that you will take something that you've learned from this of how you can apply everything that you just saw me do and talk about and discuss and explain and demonstrate, that you can transfer this into something that you're going to do to have greater reach for your potential clients and the people that you serve. That's what I've got for you today. You know I'm going to be back tomorrow. Thanks for joining me. This is Tina Lorenz, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye for now.